What up, Dokkanners? We have a maintenance period that's going to be starting in a few short hours, so you guys definitely want to be burning up your stamina so that you guys can be ready for that maintenance. What is the maintenance for? It's obviously for part 2, of course. We are already in part 2, but we haven't really kicked off part 2 until we get the banners, am I right? So this is going to be when the part 2 banners start. Well, not exactly when the part 2 banners start, but the maintenance period for bringing in all of the remaining assets for part 2 in terms of the challenge events and, of course, the new units. We're going to be getting all of that during this maintenance period. So I'm dropping this video about 4 to 5 hours before the maintenance actually starts, so that way you guys have some time to do, once again, the thing that I always recommend when it comes to Dokkan responsibly going into a maintenance period, and that is to burn your stamina. Notice how my stamina is practically at 0. In fact, I'm going to run through it one more time so that I can get the stamina all the way down to 0. So that way, once the actual maintenance starts, my stamina is going to be working for me. And based on the time, it's actually going to be a pretty chunky maintenance period. So starting from September 13th at 6 p.m. Pacific for me, which basically means 1 hour after reset. So wherever you live, whatever time your new missions begin, the new daily events are available. 1 hour into that, you will then shut down and go into maintenance period. So if you guys want to get all of the daily stuff done, you can, and you have about 6.5, or you have about an hour to do that. At which point this will be going on for about 6.5 hours, because it looks like it's going to go from 1800 to 20 or dark 30, which means that's what? Yeah, 6.5 hours. So that's about how long they're expecting it to go, but typically they will end the maintenance period early. So whatever happens, you'll probably be getting some stamina back, so definitely get that done. Just a reminder, the events that you can get done before this actually happens would be all of your growth events. Granted, you've already probably done the Menacing Army, and you've probably already done the Kid Icarus event. These two are only available once per week. But other than that, everything else is up for grabs, including Clash Between Wisdom and Power. This will be the last day that you need. If you've been doing it every single day, this will be the final day that you need in order to complete the missions for that event right here. So clear Clash Between Wisdom and Power. This will give you a level 3, two of them, 2 level 3 critical and additional hybrid skill orbs. So this is definitely a good one. Plus, they're infinite. So this is a fantastic and a must-have. So hopefully you guys are doing that. And yeah, stay on top of all that. So then other than that, just all the other daily events, like the Hidden Potential event. This is something you should also be doing. Turtle School. This one right here. You should be doing this one every single day. Let me give you guys a little bit of an update on my Hidden Potential orbs. So I have been slowly recovering on the STR side. Believe it or not, it was at 0 while everything else was basically at like 99.99. So it was horrible. So thankfully it's starting to come back slowly but surely. So yeah, I have recovered quite nicely. Let me know how you guys are doing with your Hidden Potential orbs. But anyway, that's the things that you could be doing to get ready. Now, the maintenance period is going to be done, and then once it is, you're not going to be getting anything new. We are not going to be getting the new stages for this event, nor are we going to be receiving the Infinite Dragon Ball History. This is simply just going to be a data download, and we will go into more detail once the data download drops. These two events will be dropping probably around, if not after, the Part 2 banner releases, which once again is set to drop September 14th at 9 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So check my previous video where I discuss various time zones, and you guys can also use dateful.com to calculate your own time zone as far as when the banners are going to be releasing, because the time and date was revealed in the Twitter campaign where they go over the preview active skill animations for the units. So we've already got the information out there. But anyway, these two events will not be dropping until after they come out, because that's the point. These two events are supposed to be dropping after the new units drop, because that means they want you to summon on the banners before you take part in these events. Now, reminder, stage 3 and 4 of the Fighting Spirit Super Saiyans Wicked Bloodline 1, there's going to be a very interesting gimmick apparently for the meta cooler side, where I think you're going to be fighting like enemy after enemy after enemy. It's going to be like a seemingly endless run. It obviously will eventually end, but I think if I recall, it's going to be something to that effect where you're just fighting clones over and over and over for a little while, which kind of makes sense. And then the Super Saiyan Vegeta Goku. And then the Infinite Dragon Ball History one, I believe this is a brand new one, because this is versus Extraordinary Super Warriors. And when I was looking through the Infinite Dragon Ball History previous list, I don't see anything like that, which makes sense because this is going to be a joint celebration. So they naturally have to give both sides the same exact thing. We don't have future adversaries yet, and I don't believe, actually, I think that's the only one that we don't have. So yeah, this one will have to wait. But in the meantime, we will be getting one that is joint together, and it will be something similar to this, but probably in the theme of cooler and perhaps meta cooler, or maybe all of Wicked Bloodline. I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see what exactly that looks like. But that just means more free stones. More free stones from that, more free stones from that. Who could ever be upset by that? And I believe that's it. Yeah, that's all the new information that they gave us. Of course, once again, we're going to be waiting eagerly to see what the banners are going to look like. I'm going to do another video tomorrow talking about what the featured banners are going to look like. We pretty much have a good idea already, but I want to go over a couple of my thoughts on the upcoming featured banners. And of course, prepping you guys for, once again, for the chaos that's about to ensue with the Carnival and Dokkan Festival combo. But there you have it, folks. Dokkan responsibly. Burn up that stamina. Get ready for the maintenance period, and don't get caught off guard when it starts an hour after reset. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys typically do in preparation for a maintenance period? Do you just burn up your stamina doing Dokkan event medal grinds? Do you do story event grinds? Do you link level? Or do you just not care? Because there's no shame in not caring. This is just a Dokkan responsible moment. You don't have to do it, but it's just convenient if you do. So let me know what you guys do about this stuff in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know when to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly. Burn up the stamina.